Need to send this thing over. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Happy new month. Happy new week. Let me stop this one. Okay, I think that should work. Oh. Okay, that's good. Thank God I actually even check. I wouldn't have known. Now it's broke. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hope you're doing well. Actually, let me share it. Let me share myself out. Why is this thing not loading now? To stone. Why is it failing? Oh God, and I need it to. Okay, I think it has loaded. Okay, that's good. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. If you have just joined us, I'm trying to load the case study, and it seems as if Oriental, as they will say here. I think it's this one. Mama, good evening. Let me drop the link in case you just want to start. You want to come in. Trying to put the where's my mouse? Being me, and I need to eat before 7. Do you think it does? Good evening. So let them drop the link. So speak. Omi ò ráyè gbogbo kíní tí kíní ń show mi mẹ́. Okay, let me share myself out now. Where should I even share? I'm not sharing it. No. My house. How has your day been? Olufunke. I have one again to emergency. Let me share it on my support group. Sometimes one don't know the best time to come on, and I like to know rub my. I don't know how to put it. I'm a very considerate person in certain things. I don't know. It kind of bother me. I know you don't have to really care if you don't want to. Like kí ló ń ṣe kíni? Like if I know certain people come on in a certain time, I wouldn't really like to. It makes it look as if I'm trying to. I don't know how to put it. I just have conscience that's all bothering me. Um, this is my son safety first million. Are you doing live stream? It's almost 10 minutes. Once it's 10 minutes, I'll start. I rather just start and do my talking. People can watch later. Okay. Okay. So I've got this case study that I want us to talk about. Good evening, everyone. Happy New Month and Happy New Week. I hope your day has been good. Pardon my manners from the beginning. Sometimes one just was waiting for people to come in. So I've got this case study about a lady that was explaining how things has been a bit shaky between herself and her husband, and unfortunately she met a new guy and she saw the difference between the two. I'm going to put the case study on, then we can just talk about it. Knowing that sometimes, when you have one certain things and the way you're using it, if you have a new thing, attention tends to move towards the new thing until maybe when you get tired of it, or you realize that the old one was a bit better, or you might realize that, oh, the old one was just manageable, but the new one is better. It all depends. So I'll put the case study on the screen so we can talk about it. That video, look, okay, I would have loved us to talk about it as well. Let me see though. I don't want to use people's video because I don't know, maybe it was because I heard that they're using that to bring people's channel down now. So that's why I'll go for pictures. In marriage, one cannot get tired of duty. Who tell you? Mm, well, for every individual, they have their different thing. Mhm. Let's enjoy the story. When I saw this, I just is first. Then went back to it again, read it again before I said, okay, let me now type. Okay, where was I? Email. Okay, I've read that one. Which one have I now? If I get tired, so what will I now do? Get a new one? No, you just have to keep renewing. You have to learn to grow your own, do more exciting things, something that will make you look forward to maybe coming together. Um, they are coming together, being together, or make that things that make you to want to look forward to coming home. That excitement. Them, if not, if it's the same thing all the time, sometimes we people get tired. Some will ask, why is it that when a man is trying to get a lady's attention, they do anything to maybe get them. If they know the lady close at work at 6 o'clock, and they close at the same time, they know they don't mind to take time off from work like 15 minutes before, and or not take their break so that they could meet up with the lady. They will be doing everything just to until when the moment they have the lady and they are now in the house. You know what I mean? Now in the house, maybe they've gotten married. I'm not talking about those ones that sleep and go. Then they relax. Sometimes the lady will now start complaining that, oh, when my husband was this one, he kept doing this, but now we don't do this anymore. Yeah, he's achieved his aim. There's nothing to really spike him up. So sometimes it's actually good to spike up the home. Then that he will maybe close at work or weekend, he must look for a place that they will go to. They don't have some, not all the time that they have to buy something. They might just sit in the park, talk, stroll to the place, talk about maybe how they grew up, stories, different things. There's time. The guy will have all the time. He won't be going to go and be meeting up with his friends. Let him finish getting you. Then he remember his friend's place. Then he will be coming home late. Then the lady start looking back and say, "Oh, but it wasn't like this. He if he's too if I think if he's too available, he is already showing that except you already know his plan that he's not really a friend person. But if he decides to just put the friend aside and chasing you, he's still gonna go back there. He just need you to be home. He lock the door and he go out. Upgrade the old one. Yeah. It's not, yeah, you can upgrade the old one to your taste. That's why you need to spec up. God, let's say, for example, God helps each family. I pray so that they're able to go on holiday, do so many things. I'll take Ifechi family as an example. Of recent, they have been doing, loving dovey cruising thing. I don't know what their youth were like, or when their children were still a lot younger. You understand? Everyone's stories are quite different. But because now their children is no longer in the house, I want to believe, I think there's 3 children or 4 children, they are no longer living with them anymore. They've gone their own way, find their own way. So they are now left to be together, only the couple. It's like they now realize, or they'll be seeing that themselves as how they started, that it's just also when the children came, the house was full, and now they've gone. We're back to us alone. Then they have to start looking for, what can we do? Let's walk in the park. Let's go to the coffee shop. Let's travel for so thing. Those things, they have something to look up to, things to work together with, you know, and they know they are going to achieve something. They have aims. And for the man as well, he's not a child, so he knows, is this my old person that we are together? Is my artrop? Is my, it kind of works sort of, but with the youth, and God help us financially so that we can also find a way to take a break. I think it happens in most relationship. People often stop doing some interesting thing they do during courtship. Yes, they do. Sometimes life happens to people, what they didn't plan for. Some people get married. I've got one person that sent something to me yesterday, and I like the lady's she was quite honest, but I'm just waiting for her to allow me to share it on the screen, because it's something I can talk about. Since they got married, things started going bad for her husband. So she herself is taking herself as, where we come from. Like I would say Yoruba, they will say Abuya Ese Obirin yen o da. Meanwhile, she's innocent, but she's feeling bad, thinking her in-law will be looking at her this way or that way. So it is well. So people have to just try to spark up their relationship. If you still have children, God being so good, you guys can go on holiday. You can go. You don't have to travel out. Do what you can afford. People, some people don't even go now. They live in the town. They just go to nice places. They build things together. Some have they will just kind of work towards one hobby that something they are working towards or investing in. Some are just repainting the house together. It's not like they're paying someone or they're building a shed, a backyard. They are doing something that they are always looking out for, and that keeps them together. Something to keep them also communicating from time to time. Because when there's no much communication, then it leaves that vacuums for any thoughts to come in. People that have would I say long distance relationship. Let's say for example now that your husband is away based on work issue. If you guys don't talk a lot, some because their husband are away, they won't really speak until maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It all depends. I think 3, 4, 5 days. Some are okay with that. Some is every weekend. So they don't know what's happening to the person, why they weren't talking. And if you go on for a very long time, there will be one person that will be filling up your time. It might just come in as like a, would I say like an accident? Something just happened. You guys just meet. Maybe you help the person or the person help you. Friendship starts. Normal friendship. Before you know, you're getting fond of each other. Some feelings start creeping in. You're trying to disabuse it. You try to disabuse it, but if the other party, which is that person's spouse, it is during that time they will be having more, they will be quarreling more. This one I'm telling you is something that I know very well. It has happened to someone that I know. During that time, the other parties, the spouse, anytime they're on the phone, 2 3 minutes they'll start fighting. Oh, big call, I'll call you this one. What sound is that? What this one? It's like they now every single little thing pow. Then the husband will say, you know what? Yeah, don't bother coming home. I don't want your stress this weekend. I'd rather just drink beer and watch Arsenal. That was how the space, you know. And the next you're like, oh, I don't think I want to go home. He's not looking forward to me coming. He said he rather watch football. He doesn't want anyone to nag on him. And like this space is expanding as well. Most people have drifted apart and it's no longer hurt them because they are used to it. Yeah, some of them it no longer hurt them. Some of them is because they have children to fill up the vacuum for them. I hope you know what I mean. There was this man that I know. I got to know him much later. That was when I met my husband. So knowing their life history, when this man was bubbling, when he had money, he was working in government, wherever. They said when once he come back in the evening, he just changed sometimes. Sometimes he won't even come back in the evening. From work, he's gone. He might come back at midnight. The wife will be waiting. He will cook. He will wait. During those times, there was no answer to. When she waits for a while, then she go and sleep till when the man will come in, open the door. Do you want to eat? He said no, he's tired, he's eating, or he's already smelling alcohol. He does not give the woman time. Time, his own time, as in for them to be together as such. Weekend, Nigerian lifetime, most times weekend is environmental. What is it that thing that they do? Sanitation. And that's when you will see him. He wake up late, he dresses up, he's already going to a club to meet his friends, busy. This is how they did it for years till his children, they've grown. By the time those children are grown, they invite their mom to so the children study abroad later. He said the children invite their mom abroad more than the dad. Now they will say, oh, it's because it's a woman. Sometimes these children sees what their parents are doing. They notice who is more out there, who needs more support emotionally. So those children have become the woman's husband. So she takes them as the, she used them to fill up the man's vacuum. When they left, before the invite or whatever, or when she's done in with the traveling, visiting, and go back, or when she's going back, she knows that, oh god, she's gonna go back to the boring house. She and her husband are still living together. They are still husband and wife, but there's no that thing is not really there. So when both of them are now around, when they visit, if we go and visit them, we can see it's like it's not that something that we should be. But the day the woman was going to sit us down and talk to us about all this thing, how she went through a lot, but they couldn't, they couldn't reignite the love they had, because there was pride there from the man's side. He felt he has the upper hand because he's working. But the man eventually, um unfortunately, he passed on that last year. But before that, he started having like a health issue. Now this woman that was living alone most times is the one that is not that looked after him. Then he couldn't, later he had problem with his sight. He couldn't see properly. The woman would be taking him to the toilet, all those things. Look at it. So when the woman was telling us that, isn't it she's meant to enjoy the man, even when he wasn't able to go out as such anymore. But he came back with the burden. So there wasn't time for them to ignite anything. It is well. So back to the story. Back to this story. So this lady said, where is the story again? Say between my same breath. I know there's someone there because I know we're three here. It's myself, and I didn't use my any of my answers. So please make yourself visible and give us a thumb up, please. So this person said, my husband lost his job just 3 years after our wedding. I'm tired and I don't want to continue with the marriage. I'm age 30. 3 years ago, I married the love of my life, a wonderful man with whom I share dreams and aspiration. We have two we have a 2-year-old boy. Our marriage was filled with joy, love, and laughter and mutual support. But recently, my husband faced significant setback in his business. He lost everything due to unforeseen circumstances, and as a result, on where am I? As a result, our life took a drastic turn. We face financial struggles, and the burden becomes so heavy on me, especially as the sole breadwinner. I work tirelessly just to keep our head above water. The stress and pressure took a toll on both of us, and I could feel the love and connection was once shared was away gradually. I know he didn't choose to lose his job, but I can't help but feel frustrated. I was the first to get married among my friends, and I was really proud then, especially how they used to envy my marriage and wishing to be me. Sometimes I would lend or cash dash them money and even distribute foodstuff to them, but now I'm ashamed to face them, to tell them what's going on in my marriage because they are all married now and I think I've jumped. I think I've jumped. Where was I? Okay. Um, I'm not sure if I jump. I will read it anyway. You know what? Let me go and read it from the where it was sent to me. Go. It's recently. Okay, I've read this place. As the sole breadwinner, I've read this picture. I was the first. Okay, I am right. I was the first to get married among my friends. I was really proud, especially how they used to envy my married and wishing to be me. Sometimes I would lend or dash them money and even distribute food to them. But now I'm ashamed to face them or tell them what I'm going through in my marriage because they are all married now and their husband all doing well, except for mine. Actually, I stopped giving my husband 3Y because I was no longer attracted to him. Even as we speak, I'm carrying another man's child, and I do not regret it because I've deeply fallen for this guy. He intends to marry me, and we are working together, and we are working towards a brighter future. This new guy is 10 times more successful than my husband, even when he was still doing well in his business. Truth is, he once asked me out, but then I was already seeing my husband. Then I was truly in love with him. But sincerely now, I feel absolutely nothing for him anymore. It's not like I fell for the other guys because of his money. No, that's just a plus. I slept with this guy just once to realize that my husband hasn't been man enough in bed. This new guy is more romantic and always buys me gifts. Sometimes something my husband has not done. Oh God, it is well. I really feel for the guy when I read this thing because no one knows when if one can calculate or know when they will be financially down, maybe for the next 5 years, they would have saved up for that time. When he had, if he gave to the lady, he helped. Love was okay. They were fine. But when things weren't good anymore, um, she too has worked tirelessly. That's all I can say. And she got tired, and she found her old love. Or how do I say it? And now she's tasted something else. So she's had reason to compare. Sometimes when people don't have reason to compare, they will still be praising the one they have. They might be complaining, but they have no other choice. But when you have other choice, then comparison will come in, will set in one way or the other. What is this now? Um, the kind of lady, this kind of lady will always be attracted to a more richer person. Why do you think so? Is the YouTube the one I put on the other page to do the poll? And let me just mute the volume so because it's only us here, so we'll soon finish. I noticed your live stream starts at 9. Do you want to start it at 9 exactly, or you want us to move it after this one? Yeah, 9. You guess it. Because the way she is hyping this new guy, she's already in love. Yeah, she's already in love. So I don't think there's much that there's much she can praise a new guy for. You see, this man that is good in everything, bed, wherever. When life happens to him, he will not know how to do anymore because that's not his priority. Sometimes people that know how to dance and things are going really bad for them. Put music on. They might not even know how to, really vibe to the rhythm. Now think of those people that actually do it for as a source of income. That issue happens to and they were invited to come and dance. They will perform woefully. There's a lady that used to do this dancing thing. That's why I actually went use that as an example. When her dad was going through uh serious health issue, initially she was helping, she will be the one that will bring money home for this, for that. He started having a turn on her, it was disturbing her. She wasn't looking too good anymore. When they now invite her, because she attends some, the those event gathering, they will ask her, she'll go there, they will play music, she will dance. She's very good at this thing. She just was waiting for, okay, they should start now. She just want to, and when they start the thing, she's just doing the same steps. Unlike before, she will flip around, she just, the way she will go with the music, people will get up and start, shaking themselves, shaking their body while she's dancing. She but she will just do the thing as if they are giving children move right, move left, okay, turn left, turn this. People notice that she's not the thing is not flowing like before anymore. The number of times they recall are reduced. Some people that have already booked with her just cancel. Some set of people started doing the same thing she's doing, and before you know, she's not even getting called anymore. So we told her, I think she needs to have a break so that she doesn't, use that to mess up her distance. So when she's good to come back, then she can. Going back, it's like this YouTube thing. She wasn't flowing as before. She said it seems something left her, that she can't just find herself, you know, she's not that flexible, or she did hard weight though. This person is like Funke. He's tall, slim, she did not hard weight, nothing is just not flowing anymore. So not really. I was just testing something out. I might not even do the live stream. Oh really? It would be good you come online now. It's been a while. So if the new guy hasn't show up, when I started, I think that was when I put this case study on the screen. I said when things like this creep in, people will start having issues. The couples, most time they will start having issues. They start arguing. They start fighting. They quarrel a lot. Small little thing does not things that they could overlook before, they will escalate it to things that they could just talk up before, or sit down and discuss that, oh, you did something wrong, I didn't like it, and now it will now become quarrel, grudges, days, weeks, because there's someone else that is giving her listening hair, or someone else is giving him listening hair. You're welcome, Olufunke.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, more okay. I want you to land with what you have. Yeah.
Oh, I
Saying.
was just explaining that when couples are having issues, then there will be someone outside start or someone outside start giving them listening here or attention. Then the couple at home start having they start quarreling. Things that
Yeah.
they can maybe disagree to agree to before it becomes an issue.
Yes.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
coincidentally, such things usually happens when the couple are having misunderstanding.
Yes.
Mhm. Because it's something that I've also experienced a couple of times. Like a number of times I've experienced this. When you're having issues, maybe a little misunderstanding with your husband, one old friend will get in touch with you. So yeah,
Yes.
that happened before a couple of times, and I've seen it as a tactic of the devil.
Or you even
I've seen
bump
it
into
as
them at the market or
yes,
store or somewhere.
I tell
You
you.
you just like, oh no. They were like, oh, it's
Last
been a
year,
while.
like last year, it happened to me in school. I just started going to school. So I just went to school one day. I just saw one guy that I've known in in my first university, like my first degree, that I've known like for like I've not seen him in the past 10 years.
Mhm.
I've not seen him in the past 10 years. But Funke, how and he was a boyfriend to one of my roommates then. Boyfriend roommate me guy yẹn nígbà yẹn, but they didn't end up together. So I just saw him. So wá gba number mi. So when later he started texting me. That his wife passed. His wife was pregnant. I was now asking him, are you not married yet? Because me, I'm married though. I have 3 children. He now said, if he now said I was married. You were married. What happened? Now said his wife passed when she was trying to have their first child. So blah 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 blah. There was a day he now sent me one document that he's using to process his traveling to Canada, and I was like, why are you sending me your travel documents that you are processing? And it was now, he started saying funny things. And ṣé mi máa fi ọkọ tèmi sílẹ̀ àtàwọn ọmọ
Bíbélì
tèmi
tó máa
sílẹ̀
lọ
ni?
now. I sọ fún ẹ pé
It was funny
this is the
to
opportunity for you guys to go together.
you're not sending your travel documents to me. So I will now leave my children and my husband to follow you to Canada for what? So those things happen when you are having misunderstanding with your husband, and I've seen it as one of the tactics of the devil. So I used to watch out for such things. So we need to be very careful in relationship. But there's one thing I don't know why it happens. Why is it that people tend to forget the
The man
major
did
things
or their spouse
that
did when
bring them
the good were
together
good.
when they were talking? Those
Yeah.
things that interest you guys, that you both love to do, love to say, love to go to. Why do you stop? Is
Um
it that you were deceiving your other half so that the person will something you don't like, you are pretending to like it. Like in my own case, in our own case now, me, I love watching movies or any like video clips, stuff like that. And my husband used to watch it with me before we got married. Though. And people say, no, like the film, about you.
you will see, I'm about to go there.
And I was
Me,
like, when did you not like film again?
go like
The
him
film
or
that we
what
used
he
to
like,
watch
he has
together.
gotten where he wants.
You want to like it too. Oh my god.
Man.
Oh my god. Mine can be like there's one we are dragging presently, is issue of spaghetti. Me, I don't know how to eat spaghetti before. Before I met him, I don't like it. I like noodles, but spaghetti, I don't like it. But he taught me how to eat spaghetti. Now, if I cook spaghetti in the house, he will not eat it. He will say, you can't eat it. Oh, your modern. And I'm like, spaghetti cannot have your man get tele. So things like that. So things like that. It happens in relationships. So we just have to be careful and to keep upgrading, like I said, upgrading the older version, upgrading the operating system, and to make things work better. Because, like I said, if you are tired of the old one, marriage is not like something. Oh, I'm tired. I want to try something new. Marriage should not be like that. I don't think it should be like that. Oh, I'm tired of this one. I don't. I want to try something new. I want to try something else. Like I was reading a post of a woman yesterday on Facebook. This woman got separated from her husband. She's an elderly woman, anyways. Their first child is like 25 years old now, and they are no more together. In her post, she said, if you are in a relationship and it's not life threatening, it's not like life threatening, it's not something that can end you, that can fire you, that is happening to you. Please try and work things out. The woman was saying that although she said she didn't regret the the separation and all. But if you're in a relationship and it's not like your life is in danger, it's just other things that you people are dragging and all. Please try and stay. You can't be changing husband, be changing wives up and down, unless it is life threatening. So and I kind of buy the idea. We should try to make things work. I'm talking to myself as well. We should just try to make things work. So far, our life is not in danger.
Mm.
If it is life threatening, that one I can't tell you to keep trying. Right now, even before I joined now, I was talking to one lady in our church premises that she's having issues with her husband. Not really husband, but they already have a child together. And she's saying she's tired that she can't marry. I was just trying to tell her, if it's not something life threatening, try and see if you can work things out. Don't lock up your mind yet. Because you already have a child with this one now. You want to go and look for another man. For how long will you keep going from one man to the other, having one child, one child, one child with them? Although it's easier said than done, she's the one that
Yeah.
knows what she's going through there. But me, I just feel for her because I have a case like that at hand. My a very close person to me. That the person's child will be 9 years old this year now because she left that one because of the issues they were having back then, and it's not very difficult for her to settle down again. It has been from one unserious man to another unserious man for the past 9 years. And it used to break my heart when I talk to her and I see the things she's going through. So this relationship thing, God should help us, Jare. God should help us.
Amen. Amen. You're welcome, Kashi, Elena Koya, and Grateful Rose. You see this married thing? It's not one size fits all. 1 minute is working well for one person, another minute is not working. Some people you see it will work for them for like 10, 12, 15, 20 years. You'll be surprised when you hear in how many years later that they are no longer together or this or that. So, and by the time you realize or ask question, you find out that they were patching the marriage for years. Sorry, let me pick my call. Let me just mute. Sorry about that. Now my madams. Tí bá ti wà life tí wọ́n máa pè ní ṣá. And water too, please. Àwọn ilé ìbàjẹ́ títí wọn. I'm sorry, guys. This is what most marriages are facing. They cannot cope with each other again. And Kashi said, but men are not trying anymore once they are satisfied with getting you in the house. You see this thing, I don't know how many times I've discussed it with married people and all that. Youth, when we go to church, some of them they notice it even with their parents. They said those aging one. Okay, let me give it to you. Olufunke, are you still here? Guys, please bear with me. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm so sorry, guys. Hey, thank you for still being here, Ellen Akoya. I don't know if you read what we have on the screen. What are your thoughts? Um, Kashi, are you still here? Okay, you said you were rounding up at work, and great for us. Where are you joining us from? So, like we were saying, men, it falls on both sides, both men and women. Some women today relax when once they are married. Once the man is what the man says and decide to chase after them, have interest, and start feeling like, you know what, I'm going to live with this person for the rest of my life. That thing is no longer there after a few weeks or months of marriage. So they also get tired because some women don't they don't dress up as such anymore. And I'm one of the examples. I am, but mine is just recently. But sometimes as you age, it does happen. But when you first get married and you're doing that, it's not going to help. I would say, since I had surgery, there are certain things I just can't pack up on me. I'm a bit more what's this? I'm a bit more conscious of how I tighten things on my because I'm going to be having body ache. So some when they were cutting or when they first when they were cutting or when they first just got married, they cook different, they explore um different type of food. The woman will cook different types of food, they always experiment or try this one on. Always the guy has reason to start to think of, oh, when I get home, I don't know what she's going to prepare next, or weekend. Then the guy will promise this. All these things I'm talking about, I'm talking from experience, either my friends or people that I know very well, that but suddenly it just stops. There was a time, see, I like to make snack to be at home. So when people come to my house, they have something to munch on, chin chin, meat pie, all those things, sausages. But I don't have the strength anymore. So it got to a state that my husband would just place order for it because the children like it. But recently that we moved and I'm able to do some of these things, I will just do some and just leave it at home. So we just have to make effort. Some people just relax. So the man doesn't have much things to come home to, looking forward to come home to. It's not everything is not about KY being intimate in bed. Sometimes it's discussion, and ladies too has to go extra mile sometimes to do certain things for the host for the men. My husband too, he knows I'm not a going out. I'm not a going out person. He is not really though. When we first also met, maybe with his friends, people at work now, maybe someone is having get together, somebody's getting married, engagement. So those are the things that we'll attend. Will attend. We don't just ordinary have organized hangout or something like that. So as time goes on, that wasn't really happening. Then when we relocated, then I had my children. Life, busy life here in this country. You just want to make sure you get stable. You get your papers. You get things. You just work everything work out fine. People are busy, so sometimes we say, this weekend, he will say he will bake so thing. It's not my husband know how to cook very well, so it's also a lock on my side. One of the things that me I complain of is that he cleans too much. Me growing up, they complain at home that, oh, I like to watch play, I like to click. I now met the person that is even his own is more than mine. So I complain, like, no, don't you're spending too much time in my kitchen. Please excuse, those are our fights. He will assist, he will bake, we'll still complain that he's baking aso rock he's baking aso rock cake for us. At least Osha make it for Osha bake it for her. He's doing it for us. So we'll promise ourselves some certain things that we'll do this one, you do this one, we'll play game, you know. So these are the things that are no longer oh, would I say no longer that couples are no longer doing when they're pursuing they maybe they want to get a house or wherever they are pursuing their life career, they forget the romantic part of it. A lot of people, they will leave in the morning, when they come back at night they are so tired, and when the man is watching his football, the woman is in the kitchen most of the time. My husband knows that I'm not really going out there, but I love to watch movie, and it's our Nigerian movies. He will like, okay, he will contribute later. He will like, I don't like Nigerian movie. Are you not a Nigerian? Yeah. You said hello everyone in the chat. I don't think because we reduced to 3 people back again. So maybe they've gone. Oh, it's almost an hour. Imagine once I do 10 minutes more, then because I think I start talking about 10 minutes after. So once 1 hour, we'll round up. Yeah, so once he's watching football, sometimes I'll sit next to him, just also contribute to it. So that they can join back. Yeah. So once they're watching football, Arsenal, me, I'm a Chelsea fan. So we discuss sometimes if both of us are playing, then it becomes something that we have to talk about. You know, that's how we just have to make it, you know, make effort, make it intentional. You have to be intentional to keep your own, to keep it going. Else, before you know it is not. See, there was a time that yeah, I met few people that are quite good, okay, financially, bam, and you see, when you see this time when these people will start, they will be rushing you like kilo day. It's not like when you first want to get married that men are rushing you. After once you've gotten married, and it seems there's a vacuum, or you guys are a bit drifting apart, there's a space, or it's traveled, you start seeing men, fine loaded men, people that can see, look at your skin, you look beautiful, you this one, I will take you, and you know they can do it. Then you start wondering, should I just leave this one? That's how some women lose their first home, because they were carried away with those flashy things. So with her things, the moment she gave it a thought, it would be hard for her to go back. Sometimes they taste the thing before coming, realizing that, oh, maybe I shouldn't have left. And I did have the thought of, yeah, I am good looking, I'm pretty, I'm this one, I've got this one, that one. Once they have you 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they see someone else, then you become what? They will remind you of how you left your first one. You even find friends that they can vouch for those men that if that person take you, he's going to better your life. He's going to this one take you to heaven. So what people are going through sometimes, I am not encouraging people to leave their husband though. I'm just saying I can understand the temptation. And I know once you give it a trial, not that the thought will not come. The moment you try it, you want to give reasons why you shouldn't go back. You start having reason to compare. That's the thing. Having reason to compare is then you don't, the old one doesn't feel appealing to you anymore. That's when you know that his mouth is smelling when you wake up. Meanwhile, when you both woke up in the morning, we always have these foul smells. You go and brush your teeth, but now you find him that, oh, he stretches to, like, I've got friends that tell me things like, Otima noju, like he stretch, when we wake up that will stretch. He started this one. See, I was just looking at, he will stretch as if he's the only one that work Monday to Friday. Or he will scream, like this one bush. I'm now thinking, is it not this husband that you married for how many years? Now you just suddenly saw these things. Because I now ask, and the person I'm talking is even your namesake self. Did you just notice this thing, or somebody has been singing one song to your ear? That's when you start realizing those things that you overlook. That's when some men will say, "Oh, you don't open eye," or you see someone out there. The same thing with men. There are women that used to tie wrapper in the house that they were not complaining on. They now see the one that is wearing only jeans, bomb shorts. They follow that one. Once they put that one in another house, that one to start to tie wrapper because she's gotten what she wanted. Hmm? God. Anyway, back to the case study. Lady, my advice is, number one, you've made a mistake. You've broken the vow of that you guys had. You've met with another man, met that man with you've had intimacy with someone else. There's one thing that you're actually nurturing it in your mind. Then you carry out the acts. It touched you. Now you are pregnant. Isn't it? She said she's pregnant. Yeah. And now you know that he was doing much better, 10 times better than your husband, even when your husband was doing good. That comparison has now set in. There's nothing this man would do, your husband would do that will please you because your mind is already sold out. Like who actually said it? Was it great for someone said that she's made up her mind. Um Let me even look for the comment. The lady has made up her mind and she will leave her husband. She will. She's already trying to validate why she's leaving. Marriage is hard. I'm getting the people. Okay, yeah. Marriage is hard. You get to a stage where there was a time it seems as if I'm just the only one trying to make efforts. There was a time I would now look at something, I would say, is it because of my back then that is behaving this way? Sometimes I would not like, oh, I think he's overwhelmed with too much work because there are certain things I can't even do in the house. Once my back starts, I'll strap my belt. I think I've said it to you from that I had spine surgery. Sometimes you see me, I'll walk normally, but I can't walk too fast. Sometimes I will be my walking will be it won't be straight. Sometimes I will like, oh, maybe because I've had it way. See, our mind will play so many things on us. That's why communication is quite good. Discuss with this person. If sometimes they don't want to talk, if you keep being you and keep communicating, they will voice out. Oh, since so time, then you said, okay, this is where the problem is. What can we do to make it better? If you say so, I've made up my mind, or I've seen someone else, I've just all these things we're talking about, even you have to include prayer. This lady now, she's not talking about. I don't even think she prayed about anything. The moment the feeling came, she embraced the feeling. She felt it. She feel everything is fine. The man did it better than the first one. So she realized that she was starving. She was starved of better KY before. Imagine And men don't want to hear that one man was able to do it better than them. Because when they were doing it with you, you were telling them they were the best. Now you now see better. You now see a better one. Even the thought that someone has actually now touched you. Some men wouldn't want to have anything to do with you anymore, because each time they feel they want to come closer to you, that thing keep coming to their mind, like someone else also is occupying that space. So for the lady, my advice is for your son, maybe the discussion will now have to be for you to also consider your son. I advise that just talk to the man what you're going through or what you've been through. What you've been through that meant is what has happened, the mistake you've made, the steps you've taken, how you have betrayed the trust of the marriage, broken the vows. He might have done his own too. Maybe it will open up. You guys will now see, okay, I'm telling you because, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore. I just want you to know that this has happened. Or, oh, is there a way forward? Some men, the moment they hear, they will say, never, never, we can't be together anymore. And since you know you've already found a home, at least you've told him, God will help you. But I just put everything in prayers. Ask for forgiveness of sin, because you have a son, like you said. You don't know what's going to happen. I pray your son won't dislike you. And I wouldn't want this issue to be something that will affect your son, because sometimes when parents have issue like this or they're separated, they allow it to affect the love they have for their children, or the love the child is meant to experience from both parents. They'll start hounding one from the other. So try and sort out your differences. If you're no longer in love, before it becomes hatred, because if there's no love anymore, you're trying to, every little thing it does, you start complaining. Right now, you've compared his business and his life, when it was okay with when it wasn't okay. That even when it was very, very okay, the one you met now was much, much better. You see, so there's no reason to go back. If you now find a good job, when you have that back ache. Oh, sorry, what was the most couple want to rest after marriage, but it's not time to rest yet. Yes. When you have that back ache and someone is asking for something else. Yes, so imagine. And when they now want that something else, they wouldn't want the normal Adam and Eve one. No. They want to explore. The one me see, if you know me, I've said it that when it comes to um all this intimacy, I don't go to the distance. There was this lady that I invited to the group. Was it 2 weeks ago or last week? She does this intimacy thing. I don't really go there because it's not me. When it comes to they are doing all this foreplay, they are pressing. You're wasting my time. Like I don't go into that advice with people because I don't have the good experience there. Anyway, back to the lady. There's nothing this man would do right now that will please you. The only thing that will make him sit well in your sight is, let's say he wins or he gain a good contract from oil company or something that blew him. That's when you will remember when it was nice to you, because right now you can't really recall much of his niceness. Comparison is what comes in, and you're not seeing any flaws from this other guy. So it shows that you're fully in love. You're blinded with love. She said, oh, it's not because of the money, blah, 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 this one, that one. You haven't said anything that this new guy does wrong. No one is perfect in life. No one. My husband cleans too much. He cleans the work. I knew before we got married. When we got married, it becomes an issue. I start complaining. People will like, but he help you to cook. He cleans for you. You're lucky. Oh, my husband will just raise up his leg. I will do all the work. My husband will mop. You will this one. You are this one. But you're complaining. My husband doesn't mop. I was like, what any toloro nifila? You understand? Now he's not seeing. She's not seeing any flaws from the new guy. The new guy does everything perfectly. Let the new guy put her in the house, then he doesn't come home early anymore. Or when she calls, he doesn't pick up phone and say, "She be, I'm still coming home. Why are you bothering me with calls? Don't you know I'm having a meeting?" Then you start saying, "Oh, but you don't talk to me that way before." Yes, now he's had what he needed. He's not sharing you with someone else or whatever. And if you like, you can as well go back. He's tired of you. That's when you now remember that, your first husband, even when he's angry, he doesn't talk to you anyhow like this one. You now start saying this new one as being arrogant. Right now is the Mr. Perfect. Everything he does is perfect. That's all I just want to bring out, that everything this new guy does now is perfect. You don't have energy for any special activity. See, they will now start, God, man, they will now want to go to Jerusalem, go to Israel. He does in this one body. Don't let me go there. If I go there, yeah, sometimes I will like, is there a problem? And you know what? You just want to engage. So they also feel like they're not the only one, that you're bought into it. Hey, Lord, marriage is not easy. There was a time some of my friends would be saying, some that maybe like almost a year ahead of me or 2 years ahead of me. Some of them would be saying, when you get so age, you start feeling like doing this thing a lot. Me, I thought, okay, maybe it's true. Cause see nothing. See, is well. Anyway, with the new lady, like I said, with this lady, like I said, it is your new bread, your new catch. Nothing. You would not see any fault. He will stand well. He looks well. He speaks well. He has money. Everything is well, like Avon. Just give it time. It might even start with your son, and not wanting your son around, or feel like your son's scream too much, or he plays too much, or he's not smart enough. Those things you cannot see right now, that you're blind to. Your eyes will be clear, but at that time you might not have a chance with your man anymore. So it is better you table your matter with the man. If you want to call some elders or family, wherever, to talk to you, you're already pregnant, so I don't even know what to say about. But I still feel the man, your husband, deserves to know what happened, even if you guys are going your separate ways. It would not be nice that you keep him in the dark, because there's no how he won't know in few months that you are pregnant. The tummy will come out, and he will start saying that maybe, you're being grumpy because of you've been sleeping around. He might even be thinking because you were the breadwinner when things were being rough. So when you were being breadwinner, someone else was the one funding you. It is well. This lady cannot listen to anyone at this moment. She's getting all she wants now. She can't, nothing. She just wants, what she needs. She needs validation. She needs someone to support her, to say, "Oh, yes, now you've tried. Yeah, we know you tried." But right now, does it now matter again? I just feel, don't let this thing disturb the relationship your son has with his dad. And know that this man, your new man, most likely might not love your son the same way his dad. Most likely, some men will love your own son like theirs, but some And the fact that this your new man knew you were married, so it's like, since you said he was trying to date you when your husband was. So your husband won. Now he's hijack you from your husband. It might not last because it will be like, okay, yeah, I've done it. Yeah. So it's two of them finally had you. See, it's a dirty work thing, but just try and talk, have a discussion, discussion, communicate, and all that with your husband. You guys just need to talk. He's gonna flare up. He's gonna be angry. If you know is the type that his anger is not something you can be alone with, then you make sure you have someone there, and you guys can discuss. Could be an elder. Be ready to accept all the blames that the fact that you stepped out. You were the one that stepped out, and your stepping out has cost you having to bring up another child to the world now. So, it would be a case of there's nothing I can do when you're already carrying another man's child. So the way forward would be, what should we do with our son? Who is going to have our son? How should we co-parent our son? Some men wouldn't want their son to go to another man, especially the man that they know he was once their rival. Because if he knows this guy wanted you when it was uh, trying to get you to his own side, so if they both knew, oh, where whoever wins is the winner, or so if he knows he's the guy, he's thought he's going to think deeply. I thought it's something that I might think, oh, maybe you've been dating all this while, or you've been admiring all this while. You were just trying him, or something. It might think you've had the thoughts all this while, all those times where you guys were in bed making love and all that. You had this thought. There's a lot that will be going on in his head, and he wouldn't want to take you back again. He might think of the last time he was intimate with you, how now you behave, how you responded. Now start giving reason why you did so, why you stopped him touching you. There's a lot that will be going on in his head, and it's gonna take him time to calm, because he has a lot of scenarios that he has to connect together to see, oh, so you've changed at so time. Oh, no wonder you did this at so time. No wonder you uttered so statement that time. Oh, no wonder you did this. Now I'm getting it. Oh, then he will hate the other guy. There's a lot. Even when you're going out now, you might say, please don't go out with my son. I don't want you to take my son to that guy. You will see that guy as the one who wreck his family. There's a lot. And even your families, they might even clash. It is well. Pray about it. I don't think you can do it alone anyway. I don't think she can do it alone. She had to call people into it. But if you're adamant that your love is blind to the end, good luck. You guys should just remember your son, because I don't want the innocent son to start suffering this anymore. And I pray that God will lift the guy up. Should I call him your old husband? I don't know. I pray that God will lift him up, that things will be better for you, and he can be a good father to his son, because that will give him joy. If the guy took his wife, but he is able to look after his son and send his son to school, fend for his son, he will be proud of that. But if he can't even afford to cater for his son, oh God, that one is not nice. So that's my advice. And if you can help him, if you're financially okay, Mrs. I found a good law. If you can help him to set up a business, so when you're leaving, at least you don't leave him empty-handed. Just remember your son, and enjoy your new love. If you're still adamant on leaving, because it seems you are already. Good luck with your pregnancy. That's it for me. Thank you, Olufunke. God bless you. I would have been the only one ranting here, and few people that have come in and gone. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. We're rounding up. It's 1 hour already, so and I don't want it to be too long. I would have loved us to discuss this video that Funke sent to me, but we might do it in another channel. I don't know when. I'm at home until I'm back to work on Thursday, so I still have tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's see what's gonna happen. Thank you. Money and cucumber. Money and yes, so money and cucumber as well. Thank you. You're still here. Thank you. Okay, that's it for me. Nothing else to add to it. But it's a life experience. These people face this one way or the other. You know, when things are happening, you see that the lady is not doing well anymore, the man is not, or they are not performing well in the house. You know, a lot. Once there's this vacuums, it's hard to reignite the love again with some. And if you want to do it, you need to be very, very intentional because the first two, three moves you try might not work. It might even be pushed at your face, like, why am I even trying to make us bring us back? But you just have to continue to be intentional that and pray about it that it he or she will respond to all those efforts. For those who have been able to, or their marriage have been able to stay for a very long time, let's say thank God. For those who hasn't, we're not mocking them. It's not that most of them don't know how to do it because the little we that we had how many years of marriage is there are certain things that we do that some men might not even be able to tolerate. So with let's thank God for the one we are with. Let's thank God for our home. For those who don't have such home anymore, we pray that God will intervene. That's all I can say. If you want peace to be alone, fine, you have it. And if you still want to have a home, so be it. God help you. God help every one of us. No one is perfect. That's what we're saying. That even with that, we're there. This banana thing safe, it be like sometimes that must you eat, and we just have to do what we have to do. And we pray that we have understanding husband that knows when maybe you're tired or when you don't feel like or they understand. If you have the one that will be counting how many times you've frown at it, hey, is what let me close, like I said. Thank you, Lufunke. Should I be waiting? Should I be moving to the other side if you're still coming there? I'll chat to you on your WhatsApp now. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone. Bye.